morning, Bumblebees. Hope everybody's okay this morning. So we're going to begin our English lesson by ordering a set of numbers to 100, and we're going to have a go at using Colin the Caterpillar to help us to do that. So we're going to have a look at the first number in our set of numbers and the last number in our set of numbers, and then our job is to put all of these numbers in the correct order. Now, just before we have a go at playing this game, there are certain things we need to look at. So the first thing is we need to look at how many digits are in the number, because this is a 2-digit number, this is a 2-digit number, and this is a 2-digit number. So straight away I know that they come later on in my caterpillar, and number 6 is a 1-digit number. So that is the smallest number that I have got in my caterpillar. So I'm just going to put the number 6 in here. Okay, then I need to look at the next largest number. So I know here we've got 110, here we've got 110, and here we've got 110. So we need to look at the units column this time. So we've got 0 units, 9 units, and 6 units. So I know that 0 is the smallest of those numbers. So my next number along in my caterpillar is the number 10. Then I'm going to look, so I've done number 10, let's cross it off like we normally do so it makes it a little bit easier, so we don't even have to look at it again. So I now need to look, this one has got 19, which is 9 in the ones column, and this one is 16, which is 6 in the ones column. I know 6 is smaller than 9, so I'm going to put 16 in this page, in this circle, and 19 in this circle, and therefore I have managed to order all of the numbers in the caterpillar's body. So let's have a go together at playing this game. So here we have got the caterpillar starts with number 1 and ends with number 20, and I need to put all these 4 numbers in the correct order in his body. So I need to look at the value of those numbers. So straight away I know that number 3 is less than number 6. So I know that 3 must come before 6, and I know that they definitely come before 11 and 16. So I'm going to put number 3 in first and number 6 in second. Then I need to look at my ones column. So this is 110 and 1 unit, and this is 110 and 6 units. Now I know 6 is a bigger number than 1, so therefore I know that 11 must be smaller than 16, and I'm going to pop them in there, and I'm going to check my answers, and we've got them right. Let's have another go. So pause the video, see if you can put these caterpillars in the correct order using the right digits. Which one goes where? Okay, welcome back, Bumblebees. So have you managed to put your caterpillar order back in the correct order? Let's have a look together. So we've got the numbers 17, 14, 4 and 8. So I need to decide first of all which is my smallest number, which must be one of my 1-digit numbers. So I know out of 4 and 8, 4 is my smallest number out of this collection. So 4 must come first. And the next smallest number, because there's nothing in the tens column, it's empty, must be 8. And now I've got those two out of the way, shall we see which one comes next? So number 17 has got a 1 in the tens column, and so has 14. That has got a 1 in the tens column. So I can't look at those numbers, I need to look at the next number. So we have got 7 ones and 4 ones. Which one has the smallest amount of ones? If you said 14, absolutely brilliant, well done. And then the final one must pop in there. Let's have a check. Did you get it right? Yes, well done. We're going to increase the numbers this time. So this time we have got 1 at the start of our caterpillar and 100 at the end of the caterpillar. So pause your video now and see if you can put these numbers 53, 84, 16 and 55 in the correct place on the caterpillar. Okay, welcome back, Bumblebees. So, have you managed to look at the tens column? Because here we've got 5 tens, here we've got 8 tens, here we've got 1 10, and here we've got 5 tens. So I know the smallest amount of tens in all those circles is 1. So that means my number 16 must come first. So I need to look at the rest of my caterpillar this time. So now I've got 5 tens, 8 tens, and 5 tens. Now I know it's not going to be the 8 tens, so I'm just going to move that one down a second, and we're going to focus on these two numbers here, because they've both got 5 in the tens column. So that means I need to look at the units column. So I've got 3 units and 5 units. Now I know 3 is a smaller number than 5, therefore 53 must come next, and 55 comes straight after, and then that leaves my number 84 as the largest number that I need to sort. So shall we check our caterpillar and see if he is right? Yeah, well done everybody. Let's have one more practice before we move on. So pause the video now and have a go at popping those numbers in the correct place on the caterpillar. Welcome back, Bumblebee. So how have you got on? Have you managed to put them in the correct order? So look carefully at the tens. So we have got 2 tens, 5 tens, 8 tens and 2 tens, which means that it must be one of these two numbers. Let's move these two down for a second because I'm concentrating on these two. So I've got 2 tens and 6 ones, and I've 2 tens and 8 ones. So I know 6 is smaller than 8, so therefore it must be 26 first and 28 second. Well done if you've got those right. And then the last two are pretty easy to fit in because I know that 50 is less than 80. So 56 must come next and 86 comes in at the end. Shall we check before we move on? Well done, everyone. Awesome maths this morning. For the second part of our maths lesson today, we're going to combine sets of coins to make an amount. Now you can see that I have got a set of scales on the board, but my scales are balanced and empty. At the moment, there is nothing on my scales at all to make them tip. So we're going to put some amounts of coins on my scales to see if we can make them balance. Now, obviously, my scales are going to stay as they are because it is a picture. But when we add a value to the edge of them, then the scale will not be equal, because we know a set of scales like this must be equal. So who can tell me which coin, or what is the value of the coin I have just added to this side? If you have said it is a 10 pence coin, then you are absolutely right. Now we can balance the scale by putting another 10 pence on the other side, and they would then be equal. However, we're going to make it a little bit more tricky than that. We're not just going to put the same coin on the side, we're going to put a different coin. So which different combinations of coins could I use for my scale to balance? So I need to make 10p over here. So I could, if I wanted to, use a 5 pence coin. And what other? So I've got a 5 pence coin here, which is 5 pence. And which other coin would make my scales balance? If you've just said a 5 pence coin, then you are absolutely right, because we know in Bumblebee class that 5p add 5p equals 10p. Now I'm going to do the same challenge again. We're going to put 10p on the end of our scale, and we're going to see if we can balance it with a different coin this time. So pause your video and see if you can get the scales to balance with a different coin combination on this side. So you can't use 5 and 5 again because I've already done that one. See if you can find another way of making 10p. And welcome back, Bumblebees. So there's quite a number of ways we could do this. We could use 2 pence coins. So we've got 2 pence, 4 pence, 6pence, 8pence, and 10pence. So I've used 5 2p coins to make my scales balance. So this is 2p, this one's 2p, this one's 2p, and then the final two are both 2p as well. Now there is one other combination we could have used, and that is we could have used 1p coins. So I could have used 1p coins, and how many would I have needed to make 10p? If you said 10 1p coins, then you would be right. It would total 10 pence. Well done. Excellent, good combining of numbers there. So let's have a look on the next scale. So this time we're going to make it a little bit trickier because we're going to make 20 pence. So I'm going to put 20 pence on the end of my scale. Pause the video now and see if you can get the scales to balance with 20 pence on the other side of the scale. If you can come up with different ways of doing it, absolutely brilliant. Write them in your books. Welcome back, Bumblebees. So who has managed to make your scale balance with that 20 pence coin? So if you have popped on this side of the scale a 10 pence coin and another 10 pence coin, then you would be in fact absolutely right, because this one here, apologies, is worth 20p. So we've got 20p here, and then we have got 10p there and 10p here. Excellent, well done, which means it is equal. If we put 20 pence on the bottom of the other scale, then we have got to balance it on this side. So how could we do it? What could we use? If you have said I could use 5p and another 5p, this one doesn't want to come over, does it? And another 5p and a final 5p, then you are right. So let's put 5 pence on my coins. We have got 5p and we have got 5p there, we've got 5p here and we've got 5p there, and all of those together combined would make 20 pence. Well done, everyone. So in today's lesson, you're going to have a go at combining sets of coins to make an amount, just as we have done here. So if you pop back to the website, you will find some questions under your colour group for the class. Have a go at them, write them in your book and send your work to me. Good luck, everybody, and take care.